Once upon a time in the cozy town of Sunnyville, there lived a young boy named Tommy. Tommy was excited because today was a special day. It was his very first school journey. His teacher, Mrs. Jenkins, had planned an exciting trip to the Sunnyville Zoo for the entire class. As Tommy hopped onto the school bus with his classmates, his heart raced with anticipation. He waved goodbye to his parents, who stood on the sidewalk, cameras in hand, ready to capture every moment of this memorable day. The bus ride to the zoo was a journey in itself, filled with laughter, games, and songs. Tommy's best friend, Lily, sat next to him, and they whispered about all the animals they hoped to see. When they arrived at the Sunnyville Zoo, Tommy and his classmates couldn't contain their excitement. Mrs. Jenkins led them to the entrance, where a friendly zookeeper named Mr. Johnson welcomed them with a big smile. Their first stop was the lion enclosure. Tommy was in awe as he saw the majestic lions lounging in the sun. He even mustered up the courage to roar like a lion himself, much to the amusement of his friends. Next, they visited the monkey exhibit. The mischievous monkeys swung from branches, played games, and made funny faces at the children. Tommy couldn't stop giggling at their antics. As they walked further into the zoo, they saw giraffes, zebras, and even a playful elephant splashing in a pool. Tommy was amazed by the diversity of wildlife from all over the world. Lunchtime arrived, and the children gathered for a picnic near the penguin exhibit. They munched on sandwiches, chips, and fruit while watching the penguins waddle and slide on the ice. Tommy's peanut butter and jelly sandwich had never tasted so delicious. After lunch, Mrs. Jenkins took the class to the petting zoo. Tommy was thrilled to feed the friendly goats and pet the fluffy rabbits. He even got to hold a baby chick, which made his heart melt with joy. As the day drew to a close, the children visited the butterfly garden. Colorful butterflies flitted around, landing on the children's shoulders and fingers. Tommy felt like he was in a magical fairy tale. After lunch, Mrs. Jenkins took the class to the petting zoo. Tommy was thrilled to feed the friendly goats and pet the fluffy rabbits. He even got to hold a baby chick, which made his heart melt with joy. As the day drew to a close, the children visited the butterfly garden. Colorful butterflies flitted around, landing on the children's shoulders and fingers. Tommy felt like he was in a magical fairy tale. On the bus ride back to Sunnyville Elementary, Tommy and his classmates chatted animatedly about their favorite animals and moments from the trip. They were exhausted but filled with a sense of wonder and happiness. When Tommy returned home, he couldn't stop talking about his first school journey. He excitedly shared all his adventures with his parents, showing them the photos they had taken. His parents couldn't help but smile, knowing that their little boy had experienced a day he would remember forever. And so, Tommy's first school journey to the Sunnyville Zoo became a cherished memory for him and his classmates, a day filled with laughter, discovery, and the joy of learning about the incredible world of animals.